by the end of this video, you're going to have an emergency fund. And I feel like that's the way that life should be. Straight, simple, straightforward. Tell me what I need to do so I can do it now with no hesitation. The 3 steps, I'm going to run over them real quick. Number 1, open up an interest-bearing savings account. Number 2, set up direct deposit or automatic transfers. And number 3, set a goal. Okay? Set a goal. Let's go ahead and jump right in. All right, before we get started, let's talk about why you need an emergency fund. Because of emergencies. This is not the money you take to the store to get BB and CC some new clothes. This is not the money you use to buy food on Grubhub. This is the money that you use for emergencies. And if you spend the money that you have for emergencies, when you have an emergency, you ain't gonna have no money. And that's that on that. Step 1, open an online interest-bearing savings account. You don't want to open up your savings account at your bank because you can obviously just go to your bank and pull money out of it. Or you can make transfers between your accounts unlimited. Like, people straight be having a savings account and then move money around from their checking account, and that's why they can't save money, because it's too easily accessible. So you want to have an online savings account that's different from the one at your bank. You also want to have one that's interest bearing, and I'm not talking about 0.02% interest. I'm talking about 1.5% interest. When it comes to having an online savings account, you want to look for one that is, number 1, $0 minimum deposit, because first of all, most likely the reason why you don't have an emergency fund is because you don't have money to put in it. So why don't we just start from 0, because you can only go up from there. Come on, you can only go up from 0. Number 2, you want to make sure that you have a $0 monthly fee. And the reason that I recommend that is because why should you be paying money to have a bank account? Like, when there are free ones, why are you paying money to have a bank account? And there are some that will say that if you do this, that, these, and those, then they'll give you a $0 monthly fee. But like, it can just be so much easier with a bank that don't charge you to have your money at the bank. Number 3, the maximum number of withdrawals. The standard maximum for withdrawals a month is 6. If you gotta make more than 6 transfers out of your online bank account a month, that ain't no emergency fund. If you are gonna withdraw from your emergency fund more than 6 times, then you definitely wanna check out an account that does not penalize you for having more than 6 withdrawals. Step 2, after you open up your online savings account with a $0 minimum balance and a $0 monthly fee and its interest-bearing account, you want to set up direct deposit or automatic transfers. The reason you want to do this is to really just get the ball rolling. So for my account, I set up direct deposit. I directly deposit about $100 every paycheck, and I don't have to think about it. I don't worry about it. The money goes to my account. I get a notification. Voila magic, I got money in my emergency fund. You definitely want to set up automatic transfers if you do not have access to direct deposit. Some banks do have a minimum amount that you can automatically transfer per month. Discover's is $25. If you want to have automatic transfers and do direct deposit, then you're an A+ student. Step 3, create a goal. You should have 3 to 6 months of expenses in your emergency fund as your minimum goal. How should you calculate your emergency fund amount? I have my handy dandy notebook, and we're going to talk about what that looks like. Calculating your emergency fund amount. Here we are planning how much money we want to have available in the event that there is an emergency. This will look different for everyone as we don't have the same expenses. For example, I don't have a car, so I don't have to plan what I'm going to do if my car breaks down. The first step in calculating your emergency fund amount is to calculate your expenses for 1 month and then multiply that times 3 or however many months you want to save for. So I've listed out my expenses here: rent, phone, Wi-Fi, insurance, and adding all of that up is going to be around $4,000 is my minimum goal. So personally, these are the things that I want to be able to pay for in the event of emergency, but you can definitely cut back on the things that you don't need. So here I've cut off some major things like credit card bills, student loans, lower my food and my water costs. And so now that's going to give me a lower minimum goal around 2005, which is not bad, to be honest, in my opinion. I also want to emphasize the idea that you don't have to have your emergency fund savings all together right now. You don't have to come up with $2,000 in the next 2 months. Take your time. Like, these are your savings. That's all I have for you guys today. If you have any questions about what saving for your emergency fund looks like specifically for you, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram. And as always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to get more videos about personal finance and how you can make your money make sense.